So you'd like to raise your club head speed and hit your drives a little further down the fairway? Well, right after this, I'm going to show you a really simple routine using pretty simple, easy to get equipment that won't cost you an arm and a leg, but yet is going to be pretty effective at getting your club head speed a little boost. So stay tuned. Hey, this is Steve with HitItLonger.com. I'm on a journey to hit it longer and straighter off the tee, longer and straighter just in general, all the way into the green, because it makes the game of golf more fun. If that's your journey too, I hope you'll like and subscribe, leave a comment down below. So you're not going to raise your club head speed by just practicing and practicing at your same old normal comfortable speed. The best way, there's lots of different exercises, and you can go get a gym membership if you want to, but the most effective exercises to raising your club head speed are just taking a driver and swinging it as fast as you can. It's even better if there's a ball in the way, but we're going to get pretty good mileage out of dry swings as well. Now, you may have heard the terms, there's some expensive gizmos out there that will help you get overweighted swings and then overspeed swings. So you've got to keep the weight of the driver, the implement you're using, pretty close to your actual playing driver. We now know that anything more than about plus or minus 10 to 12% starts to change the motion just enough to where you're going to start losing the transfer. In other words, you might get faster at swinging the implement itself, like let's say some super heavy club that's on the market. You might get better at swinging that, and you might see some speed gains there, but you're not going to realize the same amount of gains when you switch back to your driver, because it's just not the same motion anymore. So hitting a golf ball in the sweet spot is a very specific coordinated action that requires specificity, and it's training. Now, if you've been following my channel at all, you know that I like gizmos, but I like to keep it inside your wallet, so keep more of your cash. So I've got my playing driver, and I've got this Cleveland Launcher Ultra Light that I got off of eBay. This is the Cleveland XL Launcher XL 270. So it's 270 grams rather than 310 grams in my own driver, which makes it right about 12% lighter than my driver. So this is going to be my overspeed device that's going to trick my body into learning how to move faster. Then we have weightlifting for golf. I'm going to use this sports sock, and I'm just going to put it over the head cover like this. So now I've got a little mini head cover, but I've also got about 30 extra grams or 40 extra grams of weight. It's going to be about plus 12% on the weight. The extra weight on this is not a lot, but this is all you should put extra as far as weighting your clubs. So the heavy clubs, the donuts, too heavy, not going to give you the transfer or the efficiency back to your driver again that you would like. So what I'm going to do is now that you've seen the gear I'm going to use, what I'm going to do is do just 3 sets of 5 or 6. That's going to be 1 set with each club, and you can do this every time you go out and hit a bucket of balls. So let's say you're going to do this routine about 3 times a week. I've got my handy blue radar here, so let's toss this one out of the way and turn it on. The blue radar is going to show me the speed. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go fairly fast on the first attempt, but then I'm going to keep building like a ladder until by the 5th and 6th swings I'm fairly full out. So let's give it a shot here. This is the Overspeed club. Okay, we'll go faster now. Now I'm going to put my sock on here, and I'm going to give this one a few good hard swings. Definitely feels heavier, and it definitely slows down my speed. All right, so that definitely slowed me down, but it made my muscle stronger so that I can snap the club faster from the top. Now for the last set, take the sock off, and this will just be my normal playing speed. My intent though has to be pretty close to maximal here. So you see this, doing 3 sets of these is going to get you a little out of breath. All right. All right, so that's 5 of each. This is a real short training regimen. You can just do this, I'll say halfway or near the end of a bucket of balls. Repeat it about 3 times a week. Make sure that when you do it, you are fully warmed up and loose. Don't do this tight. And try to swing pretty much as fast as you can go, and then beat it by 1 mile an hour. Try to compete with yourself. Beat it by 1 mile an hour and try to ladder up. I think what you're going to see is you're going to see 4 or 5 miles an hour increase in about a month or so if you're really doing this regularly. What you're going to see is a raise of about 4 or 5 miles an hour in your maximum club head speed, which is also going to push your smooth speed up by 4 or 5 miles an hour as well. So I don't ever advocate swinging like this out playing for a good score. You're going to try to fall into your rhythm and try to find a comfortable swing. But check out this swing here I'm going to post of my buddy Eddie. Eddie's 50 years old, so he's not a young guy. This is a recent swing of Eddie in an actual mini tour event where he shot a few under par and he made a check. These swings look incredibly smooth, don't they? But Eddie's using his normal playing driver. He swings about 135 miles an hour. So that swing is netting him about 380 yards with that smooth swing, 135 miles an hour. But yet he's not looking like he's going for any speed at all. This is because, see, Eddie's worked his maximum speed by doing drills like I've showed you up to like a high of 148 or 149 miles an hour. So 135 miles an hour relative to his top speed feels incredibly slow and smooth to him. Something that he can really keep the ball straight, keep it in the sweet spot, play a good round of golf with. So that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to work to raise the top speed so that we can swing smoothly, and yet our smooth speed will be higher than it ever was before.
When I go to hit the ball long, my normal speed of a backswing is 1 second. My normal speed of the foreswing is 1 second. In other words, 1001 would make me go from the ball to the top of the backswing and to the finish of the swing. When I try to hit the ball long, I reduce my time limit for the 2 sides to 1.5 seconds. In other words, 3/4 of a second on the backswing and 3/4 of a second on the foreswing. I try to get more extension out of my hands and arms on the backswing, more wind up of the shoulders, and a quicker shift and a quicker follow through with the right side.
So that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to work to raise the top speed so that we can swing smoothly, and yet our smooth speed will be higher than it ever was before. Real simple ideas here. Don't have to work too hard, but yeah, you can still raise your club head speed pretty effectively if you just have the right tools and equipment and don't have to spend a lot of money. That's my favorite equation. Hey, I'm Steve. Thanks for watching. Thanks for golf development Complex for hosting me and providing you with these beautiful views of the mountains behind me over Malibu. And hey, if I don't see you in the next video, I hope I see you longer and straighter down the fairway. Everybody stay safe.